Hey everyone.
Morning.
We're going to conduct a three-day conference for 2023 projects as advertised and published in the website of the JEPS and DPWH. So before proceeding, let's hear from our box secretariat of our attendance.
Okay, good morning, our attendants. Anabel Vice Chairperson, Julius Trinidad, Vice Chairperson, Agustin Istal, back member. We have 3 members present out of 5. Then Maria Cecilia Pedro, head, TWC. Members, Alvin Arizano, Arcelinian Saldi, Salian Aranyo. Strolly, Pilar Head, back secretariat. We have, programmers, Kenneth Barcelon, Shaila Ivory Abarico, Rex Galinsunga,
Present.
Rodrigo Solina. We also have here our prospective bidder, Same Time Construction, represented by Engineer Erwin Presos. Thank you. Good morning, once again.
So we have the presence of our DPWH Secretariat and the presenter from the planning science section. For the box, we have three out of 5, so we are for. We also have the presence of our thank you for the presence of engineer results from Tandag construction. From campus side. So we can now, since the back is in forum, we can now proceed with the presentation of the project. We'll start with contract ID 26 and 80012. Construction of road 0 plus 855 to 2 plus 083 Cabugo Bayabas to Tawagan, Cagwait, Surigao del Sur. ABC 28,853,460 pesos and 92 centavos.
Good morning, everyone. We have contract ID of 26NH0012. Project title, Construction Road, Station 0 plus 855 to 2 plus 083. Cabugo, Bayabas, to Tawagan, Cagwait Road, Surigao del Sur. By the way, I am Rex Galinsunga from Planning Design Section. Appropriation of 29,439,254, ABC of 28,850,468.92 pesos. Location, Barangay Cabugo, Bayabas to Barangay Tawagan, Cagwait, Surigao del Sur. Scope of works, Civil Works 1, we have construction of concrete road. Facilities for the engineer, 0.37%. General requirements, 1.19%. Earthworks, 11.08%. Subbase and B scores, 7.29%. Surface scores, 30.43%. For CW2, construction of gravel road. Earthworks, 17.47%. Subbase and B scores, 3.30%. For CW3, construction of road slope protection structure, we have drainage and slope protection structure, 28.82, total of 100%. Project length, 1.228 kilometer. Project scope, construction of concrete road. Physical target, 1.69 lane kilometer. For CW2, gravel road. Physical target, 0.766 lane kilometer. For construction of road slope protection structure, we have 2116.25 square meter. Contract duration, 207 calendar days. Date of bidding, December 24, 2025. For CW1, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, general requirements. The item number, description, unit, and quantity are assumed. Breakdown for A.1.1.3, construction of field office for the engineer. We have 1 unit field office, bunkhouse type. And for project billboard, we have 3 unit, 4 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for DPWH and 3 unit, 8 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for COA. Breakdown for DPWH standard project billboard. For B.7, occupational safety and health program, we have 1 safety practitioner and 1 health personnel. The materials, unit, and quantity are assumed. For Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and B-scores. Part E, service scores. The item number, unit description, quantity are assumed. For CW2, we have construction of gravel road. Part F, earthworks. Part G, sub-base and B-scores. For civil works 3, construction of drainage structures along roads. We have Part H, drainage and slope protection structures. The item number, description, unit, and quantity are assumed. For minimum equipment requirement, we have 4 unit dump truck, 1 unit water truck, 1 unit transit mixer, 1 unit backhoe, 1 unit motorized road grader, 1 unit vibratory roller, and 1 unit joint sailor equipment machine. For sand and gravel at Caracan River Quarry, average hauling distance 78.6 kilometers from project site. For item 200 and boulders at San Isidro River Quarry, average hauling distance 34.37 kilometers from project site. For typical roadway section with RCPC details. Typical roadway section and typical roadway section with slope protection. For plan and profile, beginning at station 0 plus 855 and at station 2 plus 083.00. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Engineer. Any comment or correction from our Procurement? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Any comment or correction from our Procurement? Which project? Project.
Ang correction ni Chief kay ang project billboard padugangan ng isa ka unit kay duha na yabutang.
Mag-issue ka ng regulation na yun.
Ya apas na ko Chief.
Yung submit yung
Chief. Amoy post niya.
Ano
Sino?
ano ang project?
Yung katong mga niagi pa na
Lagi pa.
sa pre ko sa That's 26.
Alam mo na yung may ano sabi.
Pangali pa na yung time. Ikaw itong previous siguro. Pinaka-kong previous ko niya.
Cabugo ang Tawagan.
Pero ito ay di pa sa tayo.
Cabugo.
Pagpupubiwas ko.
Tradisyon ko natin.
From our pre-pro. We have verified
Instructions. Ay, nasugang na sa plan ba?
provide traffic management plan.
Sa quantities.
That's all.
So, lima na naman.
Wara na, sir, kay ang law ni Guides, dili na kung nanglan kaya ito sa sudlong pinig. May law ni Guides. Truck.
Wala yung traffic nito na parang. Okay. How about sa ato TWG? BOQ?
No correction.
No correction? Okay, since there is no correction, we will proceed to the next project. It will representative safe, for example.
Pwede ibalhin na isa lahi na project check number 13 sa Amuntay. Or sunod na kang
Really, no, soon.
sige, sige.
So the next project to be presented is 26 NH 0018. Rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges, Hubo Bridge, with a bridge ID B01-834 MN, along Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, with an EBC of 3,929,453.68. It will be presented by Engineer
Ramal.
Ramal. Okay, please proceed.
So good morning once again. I am Catherine Ramal from Planning and Design section. For the next project to be presented is 26 NH 0018, rehabilitation or major repair of permanent bridges, Hubo Bridge, B01834 MN along Surigao-Davao Coastal Road. So the project is located in San Agustin, Surigao del Sur, covering a bridge length of 69.6 meters and a total project area of 737.76 square meters. So the scope of work involves rehabilitation of an existing permanent bridge. So the contract duration is 56 calendar days and the date of bidding is December 24, 2025. So for the project financial information, the approved appropriation is 4,009,616 with EPC of 3,929,423.68. So the cost distribution for the project is as follows. For Part A, facilities for the project engineer, we have 2.31%. Other general requirements, 5.53%. And Part C, bridge construction, 92.16%. So this reflects that most of the project cost is allocated to the bridge rehabilitation works. So this slide presents the summary of quantities for major work items as provided in the bill of quantities. So bidders are advised to carefully review the BOQ and the bidding documents for detailed specifications. So under the other general requirements, item B.5, requires the contractor to provide a project signage, specifically 1 unit of DPWH billboard and 1 unit of tarpaulin of COA. So this must be installed in the approved location and remain visible for inspection. For item B.7 covers the occupational safety and health program, requiring compliance with DOLE and DPWH safety standards. So for item B.8 covers traffic management, including traffic signages, barricades, and personnel to maintain safe passage throughout the construction period. This slide continues the summary of quantities for other components of the bridge rehabilitation. So again, bidders should refer to the bill of quantities for complete details. So this slide outlined the minimum equipment requirements needed for the execution of the project. So all equipments must be serviceable and compliant with the DPWH requirements. For material sourcing, sand and gravel from Caracan River Quarry, we have an average hauling distance of 118.47 kilometers from the project site. And for item 200, materials may be sourced from Hubo River Quarry with an average hauling distance of 3.43 kilometers. So this slide shows the perspective view of the proposed rehabilitation works for Hubo Bridge. So it illustrates the appearance, general appearance of the rehabilitated structure. Next is the general plan and general elevation of the bridge. So this is the isometric view A, showing the three-dimensional representation of the bridge components to be rehabilitated. So this is isometric view B, providing another angle of the structure components to be repaired. So next is the sheet pile coping details and other bridge repair details. Next is the front elevation of the bridge and the detailed design of the columns that will undergo repair or reinforcement. So next is the additional column details specifying the dimensions, reinforcement, and repair methodology. Next is the working platform is required to safely conduct repair works below or beside the bridge. So next is the proposed traffic management setup. So these slides shows the actual site photos of the project and existing conditions of Hubo Bridge. So these images are included to help bidders better understand the current condition and the scope of rehabilitation works required. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. Any comment or correction from the government?
Um,
From our pre-proc, we have indicate vertical spacing, P2 elevation plan. Structural concrete item to be replaced by 28 days. Provision of vibro hammer and backbone on the major equipment. Provide details of railway or plan, then revision of traffic management plan, TMP showing the bridge to be repaired.
for the, yes, from the pre-pro corrections, it already reflected the dimensions and the traffic management, the working platform layout, and the bridge reflecting in the traffic sign, traffic management.
Okay, thank you. Any correction or any comment from the DPWH or BOQ?
Regarding sa minimum major equipment requirements,
Ayun.
so, inscribe sa Bible. Kaya nilang dapat dari additional major equipment requirements sa Bag-ong.
Bako. So wala yung bako yan. Okay, bako.
So,
So
then,
additional bako.
One that.
So
So far sa quantities,
okay, wala changes.
so correction.
Yapas ni man sa correction.
Oo.
Approve na yung atal minsan.
Oh, yeah.
Di ngayon sa procurement.
Ang na-outro lang, Chief, is katong kuan lang. Nagdugang kong isa ka page sa plan kay nagdugang og working platform o katong sa OTMP.
Pero sa yung program.
Oh, walay na-outro, Chief, sa program.
Okay, ang bulletin na ito is katong sa
Major
yung
equipment.
Oh, Chief, I would like to clarify the project title, kuya, not kay murag dili daw iya bilang rehabilitation and major. Murag Hubo bridge lang daw diretso. Mauga ni naglib.
Ano yung maganda na po? Hindi natin mo.
Ambot gani.
Ano yung maganda mo natin? Pero, pero ano dito sa
Oo.
Di okay na rehabilitation yan. Rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridge, tapos bumuk bridge na yun. Alok mo sa'yo. Oh, wala.
Pagtusagom na ko, Chief, Hubo bridge lang daw diretso ang i-project name.
Tama siya, ando man siya sa rehabilitation repair.
Okay, so okay lang siya, Chief. Dili na nako siya. Okay, okay. That's all.
Okay, thank you. We will proceed to our next project. 56880019, Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, kilometer 1326 plus 855.78 to kilometer 1338 plus 178. And another 6 kilometer 1338 plus 214 to kilometer 1338 plus 442 with an EPC of 58,426,942.70. It will be presented by Engineer Rodrigo Sulanya. Please proceed.
Good morning, I'm Rodrigo Sisulanya from Planning and Design Section. 26 in 80019 Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, T 1336 plus 855 to 0.78 to K 1338 plus 178. K 1338 plus 214 to K 1338 plus 442. Appropriation 64,166,780. ABC 58,420,942.7. Location, Cagwait, Surigao del Sur. Scope of work. For CW1, facilities for engineers, 0.17%. General requirements, 2.23%. Earthworks, 10.76%. Sub-base and base course, 7.95%. Surface course, 59.71%. Miscellaneous structures, 4.17%. For CW2, drainage and slope protection structures, 15.02%. Total of 100%. Project length, 3,636 linear meter. Project scope, road widening with concrete shoulder. Contract duration, 233 calendar days. Date of bidding, December 24, 2025. For CW1, construction of road widening. Part A, facilities for engineers. Construction of field office for the engineer, 1 lump sum. For Part B, general requirements, B.41, construction surveillance taking, 1.818 kilometer. B.5, project billboard / signboard, 3 each. B.72, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. B.1, traffic management, 7.77 month. B.9, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Breakdown for field office and project billboard, as shown. For project billboard, for B.7, we have 1 first aider and 1 part-time safety practitioner. Materials and quantity as shown. For traffic management, materials and quantity as shown. Part C, earthworks, 101 3B3, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 0.23 meter thick PCCP unreinforced, 24.4 square meter, 105 1A subgrid preparation common material, 24.4 square meter. Individual removal of trees, 150 millimeter to 300 millimeter diameter, 101 each. 102 surplus common excavation, 16,336.05 cubic meter. 103 1A structure excavation common soil, 1,169.72 cubic meter. 103 3 foundation fill, 85.91 cubic meter. 103 6A pipe culverts and drain excavation common soil, 10.95 cubic meter. 104 1A embankment from roadway excavation common soil, 6,056.13 cubic meter. Part D, sub-base and base course, 201 aggregate sub-base course, 4,737.41 cubic meter. For Part E, surface course, 3111C1, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.23 meter thick, 14 days, 6,433.36 square meter. 3111E1, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.28 meter thick, 14 days, 12,158.16 square meter. Part G, miscellaneous structures, 6031A, metal guardrail, metal beam, including post, single W beam, 161 linear meter, 603 4A metal beam end piece, fish tail, 10 each. 605 U5, warning signs 600 by 900 millimeter. W42 PB, road with sign road narrows, 4H. 605 6E2 hazard marker, 600 millimeter to 800 millimeter, chevron signs, 4H. 606 1B1, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking, white, 727.65 square meter. 606 1B2, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement marking, yellow, 686.14 square meter. For CW2, construction of road slope protection structures, part A, drainage and slope protection structures. 4051A2, structural concrete, 200.68, 20.68 megapascal, class A, 14 days, 434.21 cubic meter. 4041A, reinforcing steel, grade 40, 18,602.01 kilogram. 501A3, pipe culverts, 910 mm diameter, 36 inches diameter, class 2 RCPC, 97 linear meter. 502-3A3, cuts BC, 910 diameter, 3 each. 5052A, grouted riprap, class A, 746.83 cubic meter. For minimum equipment requirements as shown. For our quarry, sand and gravel at Garak and River Quarry, average hauling distance 85.1 kilometer from project site. For our item 200 and boulders at San Isidro River Quarry, average hauling distance 17 kilometers from project site. This is our typical cross-section. Typical cross-section for RCPC. Typical cross-section with canal. Typical cross-section with grouted riprap. Beginning of project at 1336,588 and at station 1338 plus 442. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Any comment from our procurement?
Okay, correction yan. Dito ng correction section.
From pre-pro, we change notation of item 4041A on backup computation of drainage schedule. Then delete cargo track and boom track on the equipment requirement.
So, corrected na.
Corrected na sir.
Pero, mag-issue kita ng big bulletin.
Yes sir.
Ini from DPWH of yung
Item 101-3B3, 265.6 square meter na. And 105-1A.
So, matching G sa quantity. Okay, so we will issue a big bulletin for this project.
Yes sir.
Changes in quantity.
Changes in quantity sir.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Engineer Solanya. So we will proceed to the next project. 26-8-0020, construction of roads. Station 0+00+818.5. Barangay, Libas, San Miguel, Surigao del Sur. with an agency of 19,223,645.62. It will be presented by Engineer Hubo. Please proceed.
Once again, good morning, everyone. I'm Juma Cuba from Planning and Design Section. For the project 26NH0020, construction of road 0+00 to 0+1.5, Barangay Libas, San Miguel, Surigao del Sur. Appropriation of project 19,626,169. Right of way not applicable, ABC 19,233,645.62. For the area of 2%, 392,523.38. Project net length 0.823 kilometer or 1.646 lane kilometer. For the project scope, construction of concrete roads with drainage. And project duration 120 calendar days. Date of bidding December 24, 2025. For the scope of work, we have two components. CW1, construction of concrete road. Facilities for the engineer 0.56%. Other general requirements 1.42%. Earthworks 4.78%. Subbase and base course 5.42%. Surface courses 42.96%. For CW2, construction of drainage structure along roads, drainage and slope protection structures 44.87% and a total of 100%. Item the number and description for CW1, construction of concrete road. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Item 8.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer. Quantity 1 lump sum. For part B, other general requirements, B.41, construction survey and staking 0.823 kilometer. B.5, project billboard, signboard 3. B.72, occupational safety and health program 1. B.81, traffic management 4 months. B.9, mobilization or demobilization lump sum 1. Breakdown of 8.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer. And B.5, project billboard or signboard, 1 unit 4 by tarpaulin for DPWH and 1 unit 8 by tarpaulin for COA. And breakdown for B.72, occupational safety and health program, and B.81, traffic management as shown. For part C, earthworks 1016, removal of structures and obstruction 65.16 cubic meter. For item 101 for E1, removal of structures obstruction 610 mm diameter RCPC 16 linear meter. Removal of actual structural obstruction 910 diameter RCPC 6 linear meter. For 1022 surplus common excavation 344.4 cubic meter. For item 1031A, structure excavation, common soil, 783.65 cubic meter. 1033, foundation fill, 158.51 cubic meter. And for item 1041A, embankment from road excavation, common soil, 349.29 cubic meter. Part B, subbase and base course. For item 201, aggregate subbase course, 1,029.56 cubic meter. Part A, surface course. Item 3111C1, Portland cement, concrete pavement, and reinforced 0.23 meter thick, 4,998.87 square meter. For civil works, 2, construction of road drainage along road. Part F, drainage and slope protection structures. Item 4041A, reinforcing steel bars, grade 40, 37,103.62 kilograms. For 4051E2, structural concrete, class A, 684.29 cubic meter. For item 501E3, 5 culverts, 910 millimeter diameter or 36 inch diameter, plus 2 RCPC, 18 linear meter. For the equipment description, dump truck 2, water truck 1, transit mixer 2, backhoe 2, loader 1, bulldozer 1, motorized road grader 1, vibratory roller 1, cargo service truck 1, and joint seller equipment machine 1. For the material sources, item 200, Buloon River Quarry, approximately 14.06 kilometer from National Road. Junction Gamot San Miguel Bayugan Road, kilometer 1329 plus 00, Barangay Buloon San Miguel, Surigao del Sur. Total distance 11 kilometers from the project site. For sand and gravel, Caracan River Quarry, approximately 2.35 kilometer upstream from National Road, Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, 1247 plus 00, Barangay San Juan Madrid, Surigao del Sur. Total distance 98 kilometers from project site. For the vicinity map, assume typical section, assume. That's all, everyone. Salamat.
Any comment from the procurement?
From our pre-pro, we have reduce number of billboard to 3 only. Reduce amount of item B.9. Delete backhoe with breaker and lupa of item 116. Check on quarry map if there's available item 200 on Buloon quarry source. Backup computation of drainage. Change notation of items for 4051A2. Include item numbers on backup computation sheets. Revision of plan due to the direction of flow of the line canal.
So it is already corrected.
Yes, sir.
Any comment from the DPWH?
There are going to some quantities on some items.
So changes and quantities, Gabon, so we have to issue the bid bulletin of this project. Changes and quantities. Okay, thank you, Tuboran.
Salamat.
We will, next, we will proceed to the next project. We will present is 26NH0021. Construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Lungsod, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur, with ABC of 5,939,280.89. It will be presented by engineer.
So good morning, everyone. For next presenter, I'm Kenneth Carbarcelon from Planning and Design section. For our next project to be present, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Bag-ong Lungsod, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur. Contract ID number 26NH0021. Bidding date December 24, 2025. Appropriation 5,999,211 pesos with an ABC of 5,939,218.89 pesos. Location at Barangay Bag-ong Lungsod, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur. The project scope of provision of cladding, finishes of ground floor, electrical works on ground floor, and mechanical works. Project duration, 135 calendar days. For scope of works, we have general requirements, 12.34%, earthworks, 0.64%, plain and reinforced concrete works, 5.27%, finishing and other civil works, 58.43%, plumbing works, 7.14%, electrical works, 24.03%, mechanical works, 24.03%, auxiliary works, 2.15%, with total of 100%. For item number description, unit and quantity of Part A, general requirements, Part B, earthworks, Part C, plain and reinforced concrete works are shown. For Part D, finishing and other civil works, item number description, unit and quantity are shown. For continuation of Part D are shown. For Part E, electrical works, item number, description, unit, and quantity. Part F, mechanical works. For Part G, auxiliary works are shown. For B.5, parenthesis 1, project billboard, we have 1 unit of 4x8 DPWH tarpaulin, 1 unit 8x8 Kuwa tarpaulin. For B.7, occupational safety and health program, provision of the following 1 health personnel full-time. Description and quantity are shown. For minimum equipment requirement, backhoe 1, jackhammer 1, dump truck 1, plate compactor 1, concrete vibrator 1, 1 bagger, mixer 1. For architectural plan, perspective, site development plan, vicinity map, table of contents. For ground floor, and the second floor are already finished. So for front elevation and rear elevation. For right side elevation and left side elevation. For section through BB and section through AE. For ground floor reflected ceiling plan, second floor reflected ceiling plan. For roof layout plan and canopy details of a ground. For schedule of windows and doors. For detail of ramp, blow-up plan of stairs, elevation stairs at lobby. For structural plan. For concrete pedestal detail in fire exit. and leach detail. For wall footing detail. The major foundation of these projects are already finished. For detail of our exit. For electrical plants. So the second floor are already finished. The electrical provision is on ground floor only. And for the aircon layout plan, second floor and ground floor. For the single line diagram of solar. For mechanical plans, of a ground floor fire alarm layout and second floor fire alarm layout. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any comment or correction from our procurement?
From our pre-pro, we have transfer signage to front side of the building, specify dimension of ceiling materials on plan, then reflect dimensions used in DOPA to the plan on railing details.
It is already corrected.
Yes.
Okay, any comment from BOQ? WG?
There are questions on some item on the.
Pages. So we will issue also big bulletin for this project. We will do changes in quantity. Okay, thank you. Next, we will proceed to the next project. The 26 NH 0023. Construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Manyayay, tama ba? Lianga, Surigao del Sur, with an EBC of 4,949,348.53.
Good morning, Good morning, everyone. I am Shaila Ivory Bailona Barico from Planning and Design section. And the project that I'll be presenting for today is the construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Manyayay, Lianga, Surigao del Sur, which has a contract ID 26NH0022. The bidding date is on December 24, 2025. The appropriation cost is 4,999,342 pesos. And the ABC is 4,949,348 pesos. The location is at Barangay Manyayay, Lianga, Surigao del Sur, and the project scope are the following: reinforced concrete and steel works, specifically on the slab on fill, ramp, and fire exit. Architectural finishes, masonry works except second floor, painting works, ceiling works, specifically on the ground floor, the plumbing works, electrical works both on ground floor, and the mechanical works. The project duration has 118 calendar days. The scope of works, general requirements has 1.31%, the earthworks has 0.77%, the plain and reinforced concrete works has 4.92%, the finishing and other civil works has 73.82%, the plumbing works has 3.01%, the electrical works has 7.78%, and the mechanical works has 6.76%. The auxiliary works has 1.61% with a total of 100%. The Part A for general requirements with the item number, description, and and also with the quantity are as shown. Also with the Part B, the earthworks, and so with the Part C, the plain and reinforced concrete works, the item number, description with its unit and quantity are as shown. For Part D, the finishing and other civil works with the item number, description with its unit and quantity are as shown. Continuation in the Part D, the finishing and other civil works, the item number, description with its unit and quantity are as shown. Also continuation for the Part D, the finishing and other civil works with its item number, description, and unit and quantity are as shown. So with the Part A, the plumbing works, its item number, description, unit, and quantity are being shown. For the Part F, the electrical works, Part G, mechanical works, and Part H, the auxiliary works, their item number, description, also with the unit and quantity are being shown. For the item B.51, project billboard has 1 unit 4x8 DPWH tarpaulin and 1 unit 8x8 COA tarpaulin. For item B.7, 1 occupational safety and health program, so with the materials with its unit and quantity are being shown. For the minimum equipment requirement, the equipment description with its number of the equipments are being shown. For the architectural plans, your on pictures. Oh, ito kang kuya Kenneth. So, the plans cannot be displayed due to some corruption of the file transferred on the USB. So sorry for that. Yeah, so USB. Wala. Ito sa laptop. Pictures.
Okay na lang po yung plan with that.
Bora nga di, Chief. Dito na sa planning and laptop.
Ako na.
Sa table and laptop. Nag-iupan. So sorry for that.
Okay, we will spend first this privilege to Sagita presented was
And the picture crop.
we will wait for a while. Pause muna.
Possible yung
Mag-bluetooth na lang.
Ngati.
Oo, para din magwaging space.
Tanang ispimay masakit.
Tagang.
Mag-isip na meetings, like, wala ka. Mga file niyo kay, ibang tangat sa mga
Bluetooth yan.
Tanay pa yan?
R13.
I-try lang ako.
Ano yun lang yan?
Ay, ito na. R30.
Daw.
Singon pa niya para may outro ba eh?
R13, 366.
Ito 6.
Di ba, ano na, kasi nga, di ba na PDF, ano man to, PowerPoint. Download, 5 item.
Paano yan? Okay, we will resume. Please proceed. So, resume.
Good morning once again. The architectural plans, the perspective, the vicinity map, and so with the site development plan are shown. The ground floor plan and the second floor plan are shown. The front elevation and the rear elevation are shown. The left side elevation and the right side elevation. The section through BB and the section through AA. The ground floor reflected ceiling plan. And the second floor reflected ceiling plan, but it is already done for the phase 1. The canopy detail above ramp. The schedule of doors and windows. And also with the schedule of the partition glass wall. The detail of PWD ramp. The ledge detail and the lintel beam. Also with the blow-up plan of stairs at the lobby. The detailed plan of metal cladding. The aluminum composite material detail. For the structural plans. For ground floor foundation plan, except for the footing and columns. This will cover the slab on fill on the ground floor. Also with the concrete pedestal details. The detail for the fire exit ground floor. The main steel framing for the fire exit also is also shown. For the plumbing plans. For the ground floor water line layout is only covered for this construction. The second floor plan is already done at the phase 1. The ground floor plumbing layout plan only covered the downspout. For the electrical plans, the ground floor lighting layout is only covered for this construction. The ground floor power layout is also only applied for the ground floor. For the mechanical plans, the ground floor ACU layout and the second floor ACU layout. That would be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any comment? Procurement?
From our pre-pro, we have specified dimension of ceiling materials on plan, remove details that are not included in the scope of work, edit dimension of handrail on plan, check DUPA of item 10477, equipment, the number of hours, specify details, dimensions of a 36W system by 12 materials. That's
And you read this already, correct?
Yes po.
Okay, from our PWC.
Tama
Okay,
yung
there's- Anything?
corrections.
Correction on quantities, same as the others. Okay, so we will issue the bulletin on this project. About changes on the quantity.
Yung isa ka item na include sa POQ, which is structural steel, na wala sa ating program works.
So may changes lagi.
Okay, yeah.
So we will issue the bulletin on this project. Okay, thank you. Next, we will proceed to the next project. 26-80023. Construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Tuboran, Cortes, Surigao del Sur, with an EPC of 4,949,368.8. Okay, please proceed with your definition.
Good morning, everyone. I am Aijan from the Planning Design section. For our next project, we have construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Tuboran, Cortes, Surigao del Sur. Project location, Barangay Tuboran, Cortes, Surigao del Sur. Contract ID number 26 NH 0023. Bidding date December 24, 2025. With the appropriation cost, 4,999,342. ABC, 4,949,348.58. Location, Barangay Tuboran, Cortes, Surigao del Sur. Physical target, 1 number of building. Project scope, completion of Barangay Hall office. Project duration, 118 calendar days. For the scope of works, first, we have the general requirements. 1.94%. Earthworks, 2.08%. Plain and reinforced concrete work, 7.7%. Finishings and other civil works, 71.5%. Plumbing works, 5.38%. Electrical works, 9.88%. Mechanical works, 1.31%. Auxiliary works, 1.29%, with a total of 100%. For our part A, we have the general requirements. Part B, earthworks. Part C, plain and reinforced concrete works. The item, the description, together with its unit and quantity are being shown. Part D, we have the finishings and other civil works. Item number, description, unit, quantity are being shown. For part A, we have plumbing works. Part F, electrical works. Part G, mechanical works. Part H, auxiliary works. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are being shown. We have here the breakdown for the project billboard. We have 1 unit 4x8 DPWH tarpaulin and 1 unit 8x8 COA tarpaulin. Or B.71, Occupational Safety and Health Program. Name and specification, unit, and quantity are being shown. For minimum equipment requirement, 1 plate compactor, 1 concrete vibrator, 1 bagger mixer, 1 dump truck. Let's proceed to the plans. This is the perspective view for this project. First, we have the site development plan and visitor map. The ground floor and second floor plan. Front and rear elevation. Right and left side elevation. The cross-sectional A and B. The ground floor and second floor ceiling plan. The schedule for doors and windows. The ramp and stair details. The detail plan for metal cladding. For foundation plan. The detail for the concrete pedestal for the fire exit. Wall footing detail 1 and 2. The detail for the fire exit. And let's proceed to the electrical plans. We have the ground floor and second floor lighting layout. Isometric view. The ground floor and second floor power layout. Schedule of loads and design analysis and calculations. Now we have the plumbing plans, ground floor and second floor water line layout plan. Ground floor and second floor sewer line layout plan. Ground floor and second floor storm drainage layout plan. And for the septic vault detail. And for our water tank plan, that would be all. Thank you.
Yapin niya po tawag sa amin. Wala mo si Miguel, yapin siya din. Ikaw pinaka-otro. Kamay na sa Philippines. Ito niya. Kailangan na mo na sa kanya. Kung sa kami, family ba sa kanya. Change. Motion to speak for something like para sa confrontation news. Motel statement follow na. Yes, check that is.
Okay, any comment from procurement?
Check unit cost of similar items with other project. So,
We already checked.
Yes, chief. Tapos na po.
But,
Yes, chief.
okay, any comment from DPWH?
No correction.
So, no correction, it is updated ng yung ibasa.
Yes, chief. Oh, updated na chief. Katong
Wala. Okay, thank you. Okay, we will proceed to the next project. 26 NH 0024, Surigao-Davao Coastal Road. kilometer 1366+00 to kilometer 1366 plus 893 with an ABC of 17,09,253.09. It will be presented by Engineer Division. Please proceed with your presentation.
Good morning once again. I am Mark Vincent de Guzman from Planning and Design section. I'm going to read the project 26 in H0020 0024 Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, kilometer 1366+00 to kilometer 1366 plus 893. The appropriation of this project is 19,626,169 and the ABC is 17,008,538.97. Located at San Agustin, Surigao del Sur, with a duration of 143 calendar days. The scope of works, facilities for the engineer, 0.55%, other general requirements, 2.97%, earthworks, 12.99%, sub-base and base course, 14.6%, surface course, 61.38%, drainage and slope protection works, 7.52%, a total of 100%. The project scope is road widening and the project length is 0.893 kilometers. The date of bidding would be on December 24, 2025. For Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. The item number, description, unit, and quantity are being shown. For Part C, earthworks, and Part D, sub-base and base course, the item number, description, unit, and quantity are being shown. For Part E, surface courses, and Part F, drainage and slope protection works, item number, description, unit, and quantity are being shown. For the minimum equipment requirement, we have dump truck 4, water truck 1, transit mixer 2, backhoe 1, motorized road grader 1, vibratory ruler 1, and joint sealer equipment or machine 1, a total of 11 minimum equipment requirement. For the breakdown, we have the construction of field office for the engineer. We have 1 unit of 7x7 bunkhouse, then project billboard, 2 each, composed of 2 units of billboard for DPWH and 2 units billboard for COA. For the occupational safety and health program, we have the provision of the following: 1 first aider and 1 safety practitioner. Both are full-time. And the materials, for the materials, the name and specification and the unit and quantity are being shown. For traffic management, for the materials, the name and specification, unit, and quantity are being shown. And note, the sign panels are metal sheet with 50 by 53 mm angle bar frame, not tarpaulin. For the quarry source, the sand and gravel at Caracan River Quarry with a average hauling distance of 121.75 kilometers from project site. The boulders and item 200 at Hubo River Quarry with a distance of 6.31 kilometers from project site. For the typical cross section, we have
typical section with fill, a side fill and side cut, and the provision of grouted riprap for the slope protection. We also have the typical roadway section with RCPC extensions. So we have the plan and profile beginning at 1366 plus 00, then ending at end of presentation.
Okay, thank you. Any comment from Procurement?
From our paper, we have changed notation of items for 05182 and backup computation on the drainage schedule. Then delete bulldozer, payloader, cargo truck, and boom truck on the equipment planning.
So it is already corrected?
Yes, Chief.
Okay, any comment from our DPWH?
Correction on economy or quality. 1042 from 2,149.13 to 2,125.98.
Ito na ito.
1042
104, 482.
kanya
150. From ilan?
2,148.13 to 2,125.98.
So sa 104, 2, change it on the date. Actually, exemption. Okay, before we proceed with our next presenter, I would like to acknowledge the presence of representative from DPWH Surigao, Mr. Vines Lastimado. Aris Imado, and Lindy Manula. Thank you for representing. Siguro sir, only yung ano natin activity dito ngayon. So nasa ano pa tayo? Nasa 10, number 10. So yung sa inyo is number 18. Maybe pauna na lang natin, pauna na lang. Pauna na lang natin yung DPWH. Okay, sinong presenter ng DPWH para makaalis na sir po? Unahin na lang yan. Thank you, sir.
Yaungan ko na noon yun, kaya kibali mo pa dahil pa ako ng first. Oh. Open dapat. Oh, dili. The number 145. Number 18. Number 18. Good morning, everyone. I am Engineer Eunice Picasalis from Planning and Design section. I'm going to present the project construction of multi-purpose building, the SWD Barangay Rosario, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur. The contract ID number 26NH0034. Bidding date is on December 24, 2025. Appropriation, we have 24,996,711 pesos. ABC, we have 24,746,743.89. Location, Barangay Rosario, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur. Number of buildings, 1 unit. Project scope, construction of multi-purpose building. Project duration, 360 calendar days. For the scope of work, we have general requirements, 0.86%. Earthworks, 17.17%. Plain and reinforced concrete work, 57.68%. Finishings and other civil works, 24.20%. Plumbing works, 0.04%. And electrical works, 0.05%. The total of 100%. The item number, description, units, and quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D, and Part E, and Part F are shown. So, gudan niya ko ang chief pa niya. Di ma-open na ako. Yari, tapos, yun masa niya? Dakan. Tapos, dakan. Ayun na,
Yung PDT yun. Next question.
Percent.
Check na niyo mga presentation. Perfect ang bilig.
Kuan chief, ako sa ma-present ko man chief is still yaton revised. So explain ko na kan chief yaton mga additional na ko na itong sa revised gid yaton ako yahimo kuman yaton correction sa pre-proc bitaw chief na magbutang ng access road o yaton embankment ma-reduce na siya ng unprice kay mag-time motion na.
Please, make a slide for your presentation. Ako may imagine ng presentation.
One chief. Wala pa na kung final gay chief. An karaan ini chief.
Sindong karaan yung dapat i-present mo para
Amin chief.
may mga changes na ito.
So may ni siya an floor plan for ground floor. Next, the mezzanine floor plan. The second floor plan. Third floor plan. roof plan. Next, we have the front elevation and the right side elevation. Rear elevation and left side elevation. Next, we have the section through BB and through AA. Section through DD and section through CC. Next, we have the schedule of doors. Schedule of doors and windows. Schedule of windows. Toilet and bath section detail and schedule of windows. Next, we have the entrance stair and ramp detail and stair detail 1. Stair detail 2. Stair section elevation. From ground floor to third floor. Next, we have the schedule of lower steel windows. Ground floor ceiling plan. Mezzanine floor ceiling plan. Second floor ceiling plan. Third floor ceiling plan. Next, for structural plan, we have the typical elevation of micropile and the micropile layout. Next, we have the foundation plan. Next, we have the embankment plan with the elevation. Next, we have the grade framing plan. Next, the isolated footings. Typical combined footings. Next, we have the mezzanine framing plan and the typical detail of beam. Second floor framing plan. Third floor framing plan. Next, we have the structural stair detail. Roof beam layout. Next, we have the roof framing plan. Detail of steel ladder. Next, we have the full truss detail, the hip rafter detail, rafter details. For plumbing plan, we have the sewer drainage layout for ground floor plan. Next, for mezzanine floor plan. For second floor plan. And for third floor plan. Next, for water line distribution layout, we have the ground floor plan. Mezzanine floor plan. Second floor plan. And the third floor plan. For storm sewer layout, for ground floor plan and mezzanine floor plan. second floor plan, and for third floor plan. Next, we have the roof drain layout. That's all, sir.
I-present ko lang ang nantirugiling. Wala kaming mention ko ang sa scope na cover ng mga amount. Para makasabog sa
Ang scope ng inisya, sir, is...
Explain lang ang scope kaya wala si sir sa juvenile.
Yes, sir. So, ang first itong pag-pre-proc, sir, is ang ako yung estimate is with embankment siya na yung cost ng 2 million. And then, mga structural na mahimo is from micropile to roof beam plan, roof beams. Amo da iya mahuman sa structural, sir. So bare frame na gid siya, skeleton na siya. Tungod kay ang ato embankment is dako gayud. Tapos nag-provide kita ng micropiles.
Wala maki-mentionay ang comment sa procurement.
Sa pre-pro, we have hatched portions that are not included in the program of works to distinguish the scope in the plan. Then use time motion analysis for the price of the embankment material. Verify elevation on site for the embankment height and coordinate with end user on the scope of work or if they can shoulder the embankment of the site. Provide certification from end user as proof that they recognize the scope of work covered by this release.
I-coordinate pa kung Sheila.
Para pa, chief, kay yung ongoing pa ako na nako programming.
Ipag-instruction lang daw mga spell na mag-coordinate ka mo para sa presentation sa pre-lead. Sakto na ninyong presentation. Kung sino nato kung ano ako sa iyo, huwag maya, coordination. Complete na natin.
Okay lang, Gerald.
I-post na ito. Kasi sa paper ng good, kung ano siya, instruction mo sa ilang, i-hold mo siya, kung sa inyo gusto very. Okay na, bro? Okay, okay, we will issue big bulletin for this project. This due to some issue from this DPWH, so some changes on our plan and program work. So we will issue big bulletin 7 days before the opening, specifically on December 17. So we will concept na mga changes or itong mga requirements or apply. Okay, thank you for your presentation. Okay, okay, we will proceed to our next presenter.
Unaban.
Di ba may changes natin?
Law ni Chief Estal, kuha ko na ko nga disir. Chief na cancelan ko. Delay ko na kanik. Ilaw na kan ko na cancel. Law ni Chief Estal. Di na ko may present.
So it will give us at least 26/8/005. Construction completion of multi-purpose building, covered court, Barangay Nabang, Tago, Surigao del Sur, with an EPC of 4,949,000 10.34. Can you check us with this to the list if the PVC is correct?
As per listing sa ato country, ang amount na gamit sa pang-program
Yan sir.
So the amount on the presented program is some error with regards to the listing. So the ABC is will be changed for this. So since there is a changes and the ABC, so we cannot proceed with the presentation. It is the cancelled because the change of ABC on the possible issue will be cancelled.
Yes sir.
So okay, so we cannot proceed with the presentation.
Yes sir. And also sir sa kuan sa sitio Libas, Lanusa, kay duhay na sila. Puro gidya. Ya
Okay, we will proceed with the next project. 26/8/0026, completing of Esperanza to Inapuyan, Barangay Road. Station 0 plus 07. So station 1 plus 73, Surigao del Sur, with an EPC of 24,042,057.76.
Bayanik.
Yung ganalo,
2.5
minutes. May error sa industry. Cancel tickets.
39.
Kali siguro, i-repost din so we should take classes. Repost, dahil may sanction. Hindi mo katalas dito. Dito, ilang sila.
After that, sudutan yan.
Pero ako nag-i-repost na sa akin.
Okay, pwede kaya nag-icon lang tayo pag ano dyan.
So, station 56 so
Good morning.
Pwede na sa ikaw, police woman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Montenegro from Planning and Design Section. For the next project to be presented, contract ID number 26NH0026, concreting of Esperanza to Inapuyan, Barangay Road, from Station 0 plus 00 to Station 1 plus 23, Carmen, Surigao del Sur. With an appropriation of 532,712 pesos ABC of 24,042,057 pesos and 76 centavos. Location at Carmen, Surigao del Sur. For the scope of work, we have two components. For CW1, construction of concrete road. First, facilities for the engineers, 0.38%. General requirements, 2.36%. Earthworks, 12.66%. Service and base course, 8.09%. Surface course, 52.91%. For CW2, construction of road slope protection structure, drainage and slope protection structures, 23.60% for a total of 100%. For CW1, construction of concrete road, project length, 1.319 kilometer, 2.638 lane kilometers. Project scope, road concreting. For CW2, construction of road slope protection structure, project length, 1,201.473 square meter. Project scope, slope protection. Contract duration, 137 calendar days. Date of bidding, December 24, 2025. For CW1, construction of concrete road. For Part A, facilities for the engineers. Part B, general requirements. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For A 1.13, construction of field office for the engineer, we have 1 unit field office bunkhouse type. For B.5, project billboard and signboard, 1 unit 4 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for DPWH and 1 unit 8 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for COA. And here's the DP standard project billboard and for COA. For B.72, occupational safety and health program, we have 1 first aider and 1 part-time safety practitioner. B.81, traffic management. For Part C, earthworks, item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For Part D, surface and base course. Part A, surface course, item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For CW2, construction of road slope protection structure. Part F, drainage and slope protection structures. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For the minimum equipment requirement, we have 4 dump truck, 1 motor truck, 1 transit mixer, 1 backhoe, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory roller, and 1 joint sealer equipment machine for the total of 10. For sand and gravel, item 200 and boulders at Caracan River Quarry with an average hauling distance of 3.15 kilometers from the project site. And here's the typical cross-section with canal. Typical section with grouted riprap. Typical section with concrete slope protection. Typical cross-section with RCPC. For the plan profile, beginning at station 0+00 and at station 1 plus 325.50. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Any comment from the government?
From our pre-pro, we have include item 311 with reinforcement for the approach slab of box culvert. Replace item 5101 with hand-laid rock embankment. Delete bulldozer and payloader for the minimum equipment. Separate CW1 and CW2 into some total amount on the ABC form to distinguish amount between components. That's all.
It is already corrected.
Yes, Chief.
From our DWG.
Some correction, probably summary of the prices, which is ibahin into CW1 from CW2. The amount corrected, correction, was some item of works, a correction. Additionally, itong gilawang na reinforced was already not yet already reflected in the OPU. Tapos, ang regard document. I think, ito niya.
So, correction.
With bulletin.
May super bulletin na.
Quantitative.
It's a quantity sama item. Correction.
That's additional to item.
Okay, thank you. We'll proceed to the next project. 26-8-0027. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Buntalid, Kasilan, Surigao del Sur, with an EBC of 11,878,436.79. Okay, please proceed with your presentation.
Good day, everyone. I am Gemma Bernadette Plaza from Planning and Design section. Our next project is construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Buntalid, Cantilan, Surigao del Sur with contract ID number 26NH0027. Appropriation is 11,998,421 pesos. ABC 11,878,436.79. Location Barangay Buntalid, Cantilan, Surigao del Sur. Duration 217 calendar days and 1 unit of building. Project scope is construction of 2-story multipurpose building and bidding date is on December 24, 2025. For works to be done, general requirements have 1.4%, earthworks 2.82%, plain and reinforced concrete works 16.06%, finishings and other civil works 62.20%, electrical works 2.57%, plumbing works 5.37%, mechanical works 7.90%, and auxiliary works 0.65% in total of 100%. For item B.51, project billboard, signboard, 1 unit of 4x8 DPWH tarpaulin and 1 unit of 8x8 COA tarpaulin. And for B.71, occupational safety and health program, provision of the following: 1 health personnel and 1 safety practitioner. Names and specification unit and quantities are shown. For Part A, general requirements, Part B, earthworks, Part C, plain and reinforced concrete works, item number, description, unit, and quantities are shown. For Part D, finishings and other civil works, item number, description, unit, and quantities are shown. For Part E, plumbing works, Part F, electrical works, Part G, mechanical works, and Part H, auxiliary works, item number, description, unit, and quantities are shown. For minimum equipment requirement, equipment description, capacity, and number of equipments are shown. For architectural plans, you have perspective, vicinity map, and site development plan. Next is ground floor plan and second floor plan. Front elevation and rear elevation. Right side elevation and left side elevation. Section through BB and section through AA. Ground floor and second floor reflected ceiling plan and ceiling typical detail. Roof layout plan and canopy detail above ground. Schedules of doors and windows. Schedules of partition walls. Details of PWD ramp and PWD toilet. And elevation of stairs and blow-up plan. Next is detailed plan of metal cladding and side sections. Aluminum composite material details. For structural plan, we have foundation plan and column and footing detail. Concrete pedestal details. Grade beam plan, wall footing details, and schedules of footing tie beam. Second floor framing plan and typical section of beams. And stiffener column detail. Typical section of slab and concrete slab schedule. Roof beam plan and ledge detail. Roof framing plan, steel base plate detail, and staggered section detail. Half truss detail, steel girth, and fascia frame details. Steel connection details and plans, stair plan for second floor and ground floor. and stairs section detail from ground floor to second floor. Far exit stairs section details. Far exit stair. Far exit stair. Foundation plan and steel framing. For plumbing plans, we have water line layout plan of ground floor and second floor. Water line layout plan isometric detail. Isometric view. Sewer line layout plan for ground floor and second floor. And sewer line layout plan, isometric view. Storm drainage layout plan for ground floor and storm drainage layout plan, isometric view. Septic vault details and section. For electrical plans, we have lighting layout plan for ground floor and second floor. Isometric view of electrical layout plan. Next is power layout plan for ground floor and second floor. Next is isometric view of electrical power layout plan. ACU layout plan for ground floor and second floor. Isometric view of electrical power layout plan. For mechanical plans, we have fire alarm layout for ground floor and second floor. That's also. No.
Thank you. Thank you. So from our report, those have any second.
From pre-book, we have provide dimension details of ceiling materials, then provide cross-section details of sangrats, provide dimension of a 36W6 by 12 steel column, then correction on the dimension of GI pipe on item 10473.
And sa ato, POQ,
Correction some items.
items quantities, some items overall.
Item 8031A from 128.94 cubic meters, 119.25. 8041A from 88.75 cubic meters to 79.06. 8042A from 56.48 to 64.54 cubic meters. Then for 9032 from 246.08 square meter to 257.09.
Any more comments? And ato, kuan online, naka-attendance amin kuan sila. May online viewer. Pero wala wala nang view. Thank you. So, there will be no more comments, questions, and clarifications. And we will proceed to the next project. I want to break that.
Classico.
Oh, it's your pleasure. Oh, no. Basta na isa. Okay. Before, may isa. Tax ID 26-80028. Construction of road. So, ito yung Tandag, Barangay Agsanto, Silvio, Cebuan, Barangay Bakit. 0 plus 000 to 1 plus 500 Lanusan. ABC 28,850,468 pesos. Okay, proceed na.
Good morning once again, ma'am. Sir. For the next project, construction of road, Junction Sitio Himatagan, Barangay Agsam to Sitio Ibuan, Barangay Mampi, Station 0 plus 00 to Station 1 plus 500, Lanusa, Surigao del Sur. With an appropriation of 29,439,254 pesos, EBC of 28,850,468 pesos and 92 centavos, location at Lanusa, Surigao del Sur. For CW1, construction of concrete road, facilities for the engineers, 0.32%, general requirements, 1.99%, earthworks, 19.74%, service and base course, 14.70%, surface course, 46.14%, CW2, construction of drainage structures along road, drainage and slope protection structures, 17.11% for the total of 100%. For CW1, construction of concrete road, project length 1.5 kilometers, 3 lane kilometers. Project scope, road concreting. For CW2, construction of drainage structures along road, project length 1,420 linear meter. Project scope, drainage. Contract duration 147 calendar days, date of bidding December 24, 2025. For CW1, construction of concrete road, Part A, facilities for the engineers. Part B, general requirements. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For A 1.13, construction of field office for the engineer, we have 1 unit field office, bunkhouse type. B.5, project billboard, signboard, 1 unit 4 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for DPWH and 1 unit 8 feet by 8 feet tarpaulin for COA. And here's the DPWH standard project billboard and for COA. For B.72, occupational safety and health program, we have 1 first aider and 1 part-time safety practitioner. For B.81, traffic management. For Part C, earthworks. Part D, service and base course. Part E, surface course. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For CW2, construction of drainage structure along road. Part F, drainage and slope protection structures. Item number, description, unit, and quantity are shown. For the minimum equipment requirement, we have 4 dump truck, 1 water truck, 1 transit mixer, 1 bulldozer, 1 payloader, 1 backhoe, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory roller, and 1 joint zero equipment machine for the total of 12. For the sand and gravel, item 200 boulders at Caracan River Quarry with an average hauling distance of 16.08 kilometers from the project site. And here's the typical roadway section. Typical roadway section with canal. Typical roadway section with RCPC. For plan ng profile, beginning at station 00, end at station 0, station at 1 plus 500. And that's all.
So, from our procurement. Comments?
From Prefect ng Malay.
So from BOQ. Yeah, pag-advertise for the dance. I-check nyo na yan yung ABC to, ako. So, any comments, clarifications? So, kung wala,
The next question to. Next question. Okay, mas late.
we'll have a break for after this. So, we'll resume our private conference at 1:30. So, first presenter will be Surigao-Davao, Coastal Road, 1277. Plus 200.
Rodrigo, ma'am.
So, 1:30 sharp mag-start.
Okay, ma'am.
Follow natin. Thank you.
Dapat